for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's time to fact-check the fact-checkers. Here's your first lesson on how to do real research.
We need the audio file. It's labeled A9377.
89377. Man, ain't no damn audio file. Call no damn. Hey, Mama April put Child Protective Services 2014. I told you they be telling on themselves. She just blurted out any damn number.
We're gonna go ahead and speed things up here because he loves to hear himself talk, and I don't want to make that long of a video.
The main damn thing that we're looking to address is about 89377. I know that shit sound weird as hell, and I was bugging out. I didn't even know what the fuck 89377 was. Like I said, if Sis would have hit me up, I wouldn't have fucking knew.
Hey.
Okay, indeed. I appreciate you sending that. I haven't had a chance to look at the PDF, but I just want to say this and tell me what you think about this. Now, I went back to the video and listened to the timestamp where she said that, when she called out the letter and the numbers. What if Shelly Carter was online doing that because one of the people that follow her probably worked within the court system?
That's what I'm thinking, because
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, because when I Googled it, what really caught my attention, it said the state of California. I'm like, wait a minute. So I did a little bit more research on it, and I also did the other number that Allie said, but I really couldn't find anything. But when I did what Shelly said, you know, it goes down the rabbit hole. I was like, okay, so we getting somewhere now, because that was kind of odd how she just said that particular number.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Number. Yeah, and I'm just like, what? And then I'm gonna tell you the first thing too that I thought about. I can't remember what song that Tupac was talking about, but he had said it's too old the way that he said something about the game. He said something about how the game was told. It's something about Bill Clinton and Bob Dole. I'm gonna have to ask somebody that knows Tupac lyrics. Yeah,
Right.
He said something about that. He said something about that. Damn.
I'll be on to something. Yep.
Yeah, see, and like I said, I haven't had a chance to even. Now I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the second page. And now I gotta find out who these.
I haven't looked at all of it. I just looked at that first page, and I read, like, a couple paragraphs, and I just stopped and I just sent it over to you. I'm like, okay, because out of all numbers, why that, and why was it the state of California? And that was from the governor of California.
And we are discussing 89377, if I have the correct number, but we're discussing the number that Shelly Carter called out. Right. And you know what I think that this is, right here? This is when somebody lost their medical their license.
Like how she lost hers, but
Exactly. And just like what Sis said, you know what I'm saying? Just like how Shelly Carter, you know what I'm saying, lost her certification. She was in psychology, went to the Baptist College, etc. You got to think, when she's mentioning the 90s, if the 90s are all of the people that work within the system who were possibly down with her. Just think now, people who managed to use a broom and dustpan to sweep stuff up.
But what year was it though?
You know, that's a good question. That's a damn good question. Because
you might know somebody in that department too. Right.
That's another thing too. Because I'm wondering if she's trying to cite this because it's talking about a physician and a surgeon. You're right. So it has to be from. It's something that got to do with this damn Catholic school. I'm telling you, it's something, because the name that's on here, the signature is Robert Barr. The witness is Shirley Love. The officer is John LaCara. Now, all of these names that's mentioned, the person who the paperwork is on is Robert Barr. Signature of the registrant or authorized individual. Yeah, so that's what I mean. So I guess she's trying to say that Robert Barr. Okay. So what she's saying, and the reason why she said to research that hospital, because what she's saying is that this is why this person got fired. Robert M. Barr. So Robert M. Barr. Okay, now I'm looking at Mr. Barr. Yeah, okay, from Oklahoma. This is weird. First County Devil.
Yeah, because when Ellie said what she say, CPL 14, I can't remember, but she was struggling trying to figure out what else, what other code. And then all of a sudden, that's when Shelly is always in her ear, and she was like, yeah, and we need this too. It's just weird, like, out of all letters and numbers.
First got the information, you will then see once that the Beam team got the information and what happened then. Most notably, what Shell said. Now, this happened before we had a conversation. So Shell, Z, Motoy, no one even heard this conversation, okay? Who would she be talking to? Like, because we both know that she on the live stream, that they're in the car. So who is she talking to? If she's saying, we need this, like, who do you think, if you just think right now, who could she be talking to that would be watching their live stream?
It got to be somebody that's one of the angels, quote unquote.
It got to be one of the angels. That's crazy work right there, because, before that information was even dropped, I ain't know nothing about them damn numbers. So I wonder why in the entire hell Shelly Carter trying to throw this stuff on Robert Barr. Robert Barr done lost his license and every damn thing. Now he's a cosmetic dentist at Barr Family Dentistry in San Jose, California. Don't mind me, fam. I'm just looking around right quick. I'm trying to see what's good. Okay, we have a number, as you can see, for Mr. Barr. Okay, so he do the veneers and shit. Let me see. Yeah, that's what he doing. Some extraction type of shit going on. Let me see. Just think of the people that's helping Shelly out. How Shelly has managed to do this as long as what the fuck she been doing this shit.
Oh, it got to be somebody that's giving them those drugs, because they probably don't have no direct number to call each other. They probably do, but to be on the safe side, they don't want nothing traceable back to them. So they go live and say these codes.
Oh, dear God, this is painful to watch. Are people actually stupid enough to believe this shit?
know, because they only have a handful of angels from what they
Right.
say, you know, so it's something behind it. It's something behind it. That's their way of, you know, staying clean. We're gonna say it over there. And then sound kind of, you know, professional. I guess they want to say professional, you know, trying to sound like they, you know, talking about something serious because she wanted, you know, she said FBI on the end of the sentence, you know, to throw people off and shit. But
Or it could be that she's, I don't know, asking for an audio file.
she's talking directly to somebody
Right.
that know what the hell is going on.
And like I said, from the Telegram, that was the post before the last few that I showed today when she was saying to research that hospital.
Hmm.
So the school that she went to would be adjacent to that hospital, which
Tell us you don't know shit without telling us you don't know shit.
is about 12 minutes from the hospital.
Hmm. They're not far. They in circles.
You realize it took me a whole 2 seconds to look that information up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because like I said, it just stuck out to me. And like I say, being that you sent it, I'm definitely gonna sit here and then see what other leads that I can at least squeeze out of this, because this is crazy right here. Like this is crazy.
Yeah. And I'm gonna also look at what Allie said too. I just touched on the surface of that. I couldn't really find anything just from a, you know, few clicks. But what Shelly said, you know, I kind of did a little digging on that one. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see what that code means too.
Oh God, please no. Don't do it. I don't think we can take any more of this.
Maybe it's some type of relation to each other. But I'm gonna dig for it. I'm gonna find it because it's a reason behind. And I want to know. I want to see, are they gonna keep saying those same exact codes all the
Right.
time? Because I'm gonna keep a note of every code they say when they talk to
Okay.
their insurance holders.
Right. Yeah, with insurance, but that's what I'm saying though. The insurance holders was mentioned within this, within that same conversation with these numbers.
Mhm.
Now, which we know
Right.
are, thanks to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna have to sit here for a second, and this is some
Right.
shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you for real though.
You're welcome. No problem. No problem. And anything else I find out, I'll send it your way.
It is. Thanks again, yo.
All right. Talk to
Right.
you later.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yo, this is beyond damn crazy right here. Like I am. She just dropped a mega bomb. Do you hear me? So as we're looking at this, and whoever that Mr. Barr is, medical doctor, that number that Shelly Carter was talking about, right there, that A9377, is saying to the pursuant of the division of the Medical Board of California, you are required to comply with specific terms and conditions of your probation order. It is my understanding that you don't want to follow through with your probation order. Instead, you have chosen to voluntarily surrender your license to practice medical. Oh wow. If you reapply, it is agreed that we'll reopen your case. If not, your case will remain closed. As with any other license, surrender, and lay of discipline, your record may be disclosed to the public and national practitioners data return within 15 days. Once we receive the signed documents and have obtained your physician and your surgeon's license, A9377 and the DEA permits, for cancellation, we will close the case. And here are the signatures. And this was in 95. We know Allie Carter was born in 93. So I don't know if this is some stuff that Shelly done thought about to even put. I bet you without a shadow of a doubt, and that's where all of that stuff come from about when you hear Allie talking and she say that stuff talking about at 3 months old, this happened and stuff like that. I'm thinking that this has a lot to do with it. Now, on whether or not if this doctor was the delivery doctor or just was a child physician that worked closely with children or not, that's something that we're going to have to figure out, y'all, on this doctor. And if he possibly was even fired behind this stuff. That's how crazy that this is. Wow. So that's why he didn't want to even deal with the stuff no more. Now, this is just what I'm seeing now of Mr. Barr. Like I said, once again, here's the signatures and everybody's title there. Senior Investigative of the Medical Board of California, Sheila Watson. Yo, this is wow. And to think, yo, that's the number. Let me go back to that number anyway. Let's get that part, which is right here, 93, A9377. I know that's what everybody was thinking. Yes, appeal, all this shit, whatever. No, I know what tramadol is, and trust me, you know what I'm saying? I'm connected to the medical field too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that one. They must have not had a lot of medical books over there in Piedmont, huh?
Yeah, we can run that and find that out real fast, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the situation with this doctor and why Shelly Carter put on Telegram for people to research Patton Hospital. That's what we're doing. Since Shelly Carter said that's what we need to do. Yeah. And that's what that right. And that's why I said I'm gonna make a video about it. That's what I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
shit.
It is some shit.
So are they blackmailing
Yes.
people who
Yes.
Shelly was?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes. And I don't know who this man is. I done looked him up at everything. I'm like, man, this man done lost his motherfucking medical license fighting with them. Wow.
Oh my God.
Part one, when keep your head down and all of that,
Yes.
he's bringing a payment.
Thank you.
Wow.
This really is a movie. This is a movie shit, man.
Wow.
I knew your ass was gonna get it, Chef.
Well, I'll be damned. Looks like I was wrong on something. There are people stupid enough to believe
I
this
knew you was gonna
shit.
get it. And that's why I say it's a bunch of receipts. I'm gonna have to
So
put
is
them
he-
together.
So is he one of the doctors from that facility? Because remember, they had
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, look at you. OG Zeke hit it on the head. He hit that shit on the head. Zeke said, yo, is he one of the doctors from the damn facility? Just think of the possibility of that, yo.
The doctor was a surgeon. He wasn't a mental health specialist. Patton is a mental institution, and it also housed dangerous prisoners at one point in time. If you're going to be posting information about other people, you at least want to do research, not this bullshit that you guys pulled. Lucky you, defamation is civil.